Welcome back to Pastures Green. That's 8 away games we've lost now in a row. But some fans are saying this week's one is not on Ryan Mason at all. Actually, some fans are feeling sorry for him. Let's get the panel's view on all that. Also, coming up this week, we're also giving Dan and Dean a gift to give to a fan base or a player across the championship. Who will they choose? Who's the best away fans we've seen at the Hawthorns? Who is the player of 2025 for us? And the letter K we're up to in our A to Z. Hope you're doing well. Great to have your company with us for one more chat about West Brom before the midnight chimes in 2026. Welcome, Dean. Welcome, Dan. And Aaron and Ben are sadly not with us this week through illness and other bits and pieces. Dean, are we getting a little bit sick and tired being an away fan, spending all this money, time, energy, travelling up and down the country for another loss?
Another defeat, yeah. It's becoming a habit, isn't it? It's, another great couple of days, ruined by 90 minutes. Actually, saying that, no, 45 minutes was okay. A good half this week, and we even managed to lose that.
Can't blame Mason at all, though, says this poster, at all. The players have no effing buzz. It seems like the players this week, Dan, are coming out with the blame, obviously, particularly the red card, which we'll discuss in a second. Yeah, are they right, the fans this week, not to get on Mason's back? Was that actually okay as a performance?
Yeah, well, it weren't too bad of a performance. It was bang average, to be honest. And I mean, look, we should have been at least 3-0 up at half time. The Price missed an absolute sitter. At the start of the season, you'd have put your house on him scoring that. But I just don't know. I just don't know what is going wrong at the minute with Price. But then there's just. Look, we seem to look all right going forward, but then it's always like the final third, and that's been the story of the season so far. Just like threat in the final third. Yeah, I wouldn't put that loss down to Mason at all. It's the 11 on the pitch that probably caused that. I mean, there was one massive talking point, which we'll probably get to in a minute, which is the red card. But yeah, I wouldn't exactly put that down to Mason at all.
Yeah, we'll come on to the title of the video being about Isaac Price in a second, Dino. But this one from Chris, probably the first time this season I would allow him to mention moments, because that's what cost us today. Let's talk about the moment and then the red card, shall we? What was your view of it first of all in the stadium, and then what's your view of it when you watched it back?
We were in the corner, about as far away as you could be from it. So I never even saw an incident, to be honest, and certainly there was nothing from the crowd whatsoever. They're fans as well. So I was just amazed. I didn't even know what he pulled the red card out for. But ironically, he just bought Gilchrist on to take Campbell's place, who could have been a red card. Second yellow. So yeah, within 5 minutes he was off. But having watched it back, never a red card. Surely to God, that wasn't a red card.
Yeah. Dan?
Oh, it was shocking. I was watching it on the TV, and he's put the tackle in. Even the commentators were like, "Oh yeah, if anything, it's just a booking." And then he pulled out the red card, and I was like, "You are joking." And like there was no, like, the whole players weren't really like appealing for it. There weren't much. You couldn't hear really much in the crowd. But for him to pull out the red card, it baffled, I think, everyone watching. Yeah. You've seen worse tackles put in over the park on a Sunday league game, and the ref tells you to get up. But this was ridiculous. And then literally 30 seconds after, Callum Stiles puts in a big tackle in the middle of the park, and all he gets, and it looked a worse tackle, and all he got was a yellow card. Then you look at the whole player, Crooks. He put in about 5 or 6 tackles and committed 5 or 6 fouls before he even got booked. There was just a lack of consistency from Ruben Ricardo. It was shocking. Honestly, the league needs to have a look at that performance, because it was awful. But you can't blame it all down onto the ref. But that moment did sort of change the game.
This one here says the ref was shocking. But the team was undisciplined again. We have players on that are a liability. Not that was a red, of course, but Campbell was lucky not to be sent off. And we have a defender thinking that he's playing basketball. Mason has to go before it's too late for the top six. We won't get into that debate this week if that's okay, because we're banging that drum again. But discipline. Discuss, please.
Yeah, it's not there, is it? I mean, Malumbi got sent off the other week. Surely they're told, whatever you do, don't go over the line. And it was a bad challenge. It wasn't a sending off, mine, but yeah, discipline's not great.
What do you put that down to? Is that coaching? Is that frustration? The way the players are feeling? What I mean, you've had more red cards this season than you have at any point of previous seasons.
Yeah, a bit of both. I'm guessing there's a bit of frustration there, but surely the coaches are going to drum it into them. Because we can't play against 10. We can't play with 10 men. Every other team seems to be able to. We can't. It's just game over. As soon as we get out to 10 men, it's game over. We know that.
Let's talk about Isaac Price then. I mean, I'm not going to put some tweets up this because it's been absolutely pillarised on social media, Dan. What's going on with him? How do you solve it? And how do you solve the problem? Because this isn't just one game now, is it?
I mean, at the start of the season, he couldn't put a foot wrong. He was like the golden boy. And then he got called up to the Northern Ireland squad, started scoring there. And I think his head was just in the clouds. And I think he thinks that he's untouchable at times, with him being so young as well. I just don't know what's going on with him. I don't know whether his ego needs squashing a bit, but yeah, something needs to change. Otherwise, I'd happily see him go at the end of the season if you don't book up his ideas, because he has the potential to be like a really good player for us, but he hasn't shown it the past 6 or 7 games, and especially missing that sitter.
Dean, what do your friends and people who are close to the club say about what's going on with him?
Yeah, I thought he missed the sitter because he could see the keeper coming at him, and he actually bottled it, I thought, and he was worried about getting clattered by the keeper. But you got to put those away, and then okay, he did set up Grant a few minutes later for just as good a chance. Well, not quite as good a chance, but another. It's got to be a goal, and we missed that as well. But Isaac Price, yeah, take him out the limelight a bit, put him on the bench, and dare I say it, give DK a go up front with Eggerbo. Try it. He's
got something against DK though, hasn't he? Dan doesn't seem to like him.
Oh, he must have. I mean, since he's come back, he's probably only played about 5 minutes, and he's not really going to make an impact in 5 minutes at the end of a game. What's the point in bringing him on? If that was me, and I got told to come on for the last 2 minutes, why? What's the point? I ain't going to make a difference in 2 minutes, am I? You need a couple of minutes to get warm and actually get into the game. He needs at least half an hour, but you're just giving him the odd minute, 3-minute cameo. What's the point?
Yeah, we do need to acknowledge, though, don't we, just how bad this run is now away from home. I mean, Dean, in your long time supporting this club, can you remember a run as bad as this in recent times?
Not 8 defeats on the bench under Alan Buckley in the it was in the 90s, 80s probably. We went 13 games without a win and awarded him with a new contract at the end. That's Albion. Eventually win, of course. But no, not 8 away defeats on the bounce, never.
Yeah, I mean the next one is Swansea away, isn't it, on New Year's Day, I think, and then you go back there in the FA Cup, I think, a week later or something. Dan, what is he going to do? What's he going to do tactically to get a different result?
I would say change the game plan, but I don't think we've had a game plan since he's come in. I really don't know. It's just so frustrating watching us go from side to side, backwards, going forward, losing the ball. I think people just need to just take the game by the scruff of the neck and just go for it. We haven't seen that fight for weeks and months now, where we just want to go and attack teams. And all we seem to do, we just get so far up the pitch and just panic and then pass it backwards or just lump it forwards. Something needs to change. We need a game plan, and unfortunately, Ryan Mason hasn't got a game plan just yet.
Okay.
I thought first half we actually looked a much better team. It's probably our best half for weeks. And as Dan said, you said at least 3, definitely at least 2-0 up. You know, no problem at all, and that would have probably been game over. So yeah, it's just so frustrating.
Yeah, just moments, isn't it? Absolute moments of fine margins.
It was on Saturday.
Oh, good. Okay. Right, still to come, we got the A to Z. We're asking these two to give a gift as well. It is the last record of 2025 that we're doing as well because of all the football happening on weekends. So much of it. So, who is our player of the year for 2025? Difficult, I know, given given what a calendar year it's been. But who would get your vote? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll read some of these out in the new year. Dan, who for you?
I'll probably have to give it to Mikey Johnson. He's been the only bright spark this season. I think if we would have sold him in the summer, we'd be in dire straits at the minute. But luckily, we've kept hold of him, and he looks like the only one who actually wants to go out and run with the ball and create moments. Yeah, he's the only one who actually looks threatening, but the rest of them just don't seem to really bother. But yeah, Mikey Johnson.
Okay, Dino.
It's difficult. I mean, we're looking at the whole year, aren't we? There's not many players actually played the whole year. If it was the last few weeks, I'd probably give it to Hegebo. But on the whole year, I'd probably give for Callum Styles. He played in midfield, so that's a much better player because that's his natural position. But he's been asked to fill in at left back, and he's done a good job in fairness. So I'd probably give it Styles, but it's not a very high bar in fairness. You know, it's not been good.
Okay. Yeah, again, let us know. Comments. A bit of season of goodwill. Who the fan base have impressed you the most at the Hawthorns, please? Away team to visit Hawthorns. Who's been the best so far? Either of you?
No, I'm struggling, to be honest. I think of anybody.
No one. No one been loud and in your face.
Nobody springs to mind. There's nobody you think one of their fans were good today. Can you think of anybody, Dan? Because I can't.
Nah, not at all. I'm really struggling for that one.
Maybe Coventry, the end of last season when we played them the second half of the season last year. They never stopped singing, but
right.
This year it's been pretty poor, to be honest.
Goodness me, in the comments, then we need to throw this over to you watching the best fan base that you've seen at the Hawthorns. There's got to be one. We've played about 8 or 9 games there. There's got to be, it's nearly a third of the teams. Right, in the comments then for that one. And the A to Z continues. We're up to letter K then this week, Dan. Who have you got for this for us, please?
I think a lot of fans will agree with me on this. It's Jason Kumas. For years and years, we was after him, and then he finally signed for us. And what a player! Left-footed, right-footed, he'd score with both. His free kicks, his delivery, the way he can run with the ball, take players on. It was just a joy to watch. What a player he was.
Dino, agree?
Well, I knew Dan was going to say that. I mean, obviously, as usual, I'll go back a little bit further. John Kay was a terrific player on the verge of the England World Cup squad. 66, converted centre forward to a centre half, brilliant player. And going back before my time, but an Albion legend, Derek Kevin. And mentions for Diamansi Kamara as well.
Yeah, good one.
Philippe
Krovinovic,
that's the one. Yeah. But no, I can't disagree with Jason Kumas. On his day, he was on another planet. Wasted career, in fairness.
We'll put Jason Kumas into the West Brom A to Z then. Thank you very much, both of you. Finally, to finish off this week, a little bit of fun. We're giving Dean and Dan the gift of Christmas. They can choose any West Brom player or manager or a fan base or somebody else across the Championship to wrap up a gift for who desperately needs Christmas gift from you both. Dan?
I'll be willing to give Illing Jr. the gift of a talent. He's been woeful, hasn't he? Come on. He scored 1 goal and he hasn't really done much since. Give him the gift of a talent.
Taxi back to Villa Park for him.
Yeah, or taxi back to Villa Park, either or, really.
Okay. Dean?
Yeah, some minutes on the pitch for Daryl DK.
You don't want brilliant presents, right? Super. Let us know again if you can think of any others as well. Right, that's it then. Thank you so much for watching all this year so far. We'll be back in 2026 after giving these two a little break. Enjoy your Christmases, both of you. Dan, first Christmas, of course, with your new little one. It's exciting times.
Oh, it is, yeah. Very stressful as well, little Bartley.
Brilliant.
What are you going to say?
against Hope Santa comes from. And thank you, of course, very much. We hope all of you have a fantastic Christmas and a very enjoyable New Year with friends and family. And hopefully, if you're going to Swansea away, you don't have to go for a ninth away loss. Fingers crossed on all of that. Enjoy the football. Enjoy the festive season. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. Thanks so much for watching.